Good afternoon there, gentlemen. It's Greg here again. I've just got 5 or 10 minutes while to do a kit review while my Tiger's drying. As such, I'm nearly getting it. I'm getting there with it now. Side skirts are going on shortly. So in the meantime, I was looking through my stash to pick a kit out for someone and sending somebody a kit, and I forgot all about this. I was meant to do a review on this quite a while ago. I have only seen one on the internet, and it's the Academy, an old Academy Europe. Decals by Cartograph is the Super Hellcat. So I don't know what the difference is between the normal Hellcat and the Super Hellcat, but we'll find out. So he says there it's a scaleless model, 135 scale obviously. Turret, suspension, reproduction of the interior, realistic vinyl tracks. Well, must be going to an oldish kit. And as you can see, decals by Cartograph and Academy Europe. So which you don't see very often. There's the tank destroyer emblem, the lion or tiger or something with it tank in its mouth. So, and the kit number for this is 35002, and that's obviously an Academy kit. And there's just the side box art again on the other side, and then on this side we have our usual stuff, English, all the different languages, and another picture of the kit again. And on the other side we have sort of a one that's been finished with the you know. So we'll have a look at what we've got. See, I've had this kit for such a long time. I think it's probably one of the first kits I ever bought when I got back into hobbying again with the tanks and things. So we'll have a quick look at what we've got. So the box is reasonably full, you know, it's all this plastic bass around the edges, but the box is full. So we'll start off as we normally do with the turret. So with the first screw, not resealable bags, and all this shit. We'll have a look. (2003) this kit, it says here, made in Korea in 2003. So let's put it up. Let me see, 2003. I have to say this, it's quite nice. The texturing on the actual glacis on the front, storage shells, bits and bobs, fire extinguisher I can see, like a raw bedroll, no injection marks where you don't want them, that I can see on this bit. Oh yeah, there is. What are they? Yeah, there's a couple of injection marks, but they're easy to get out. Plus you're not going to see them because the way it's fastened down on the inside. Part of the turret bin. A lot of injection marks in that lot. That's going to be a bugger to take out. As you can see, and that's going to be a bugger to get out. But we'll try. It's not a bad little kit so far. Nice. Let's see the side first actually. So, see whether I get that side texture on it, like a rolled steel effect on it. And on the front glacis plate as well. Oh yeah, on there. Some of the little bits and bobs on there. This is the turret, which is in 2 parts. Let's see what the fit's like. It's bear in mind it's a 2003 kit, so it's fairly old. But it goes together quite nicely, that actually. Yeah. That's not going to take much to get the seam out of that one. It's actually a weld seam. Oh, brilliant. You can see where the weld seam actually is. And now, which is going to be along the line of the turret where it goes together. It's got that nice cast texture again. Well, rolled steel or whatever you want to call it. No injection marks on this, which is good. That's fine, pretty plain underneath, which they probably normally are anyhow. You see that nice texture on the turret again there. So, not far so good for an old kit. Right, now we have another large sprue which contains another turret. And put the sprues in here. We'll start off with this one here. So we have to neat little kit. That's quite nice. Nice bit of detail in there. I like these where you have to place them to give you the witness mark. I'm not overly keen on that, but I mean, you have to put it on otherwise, unless you can sand it all out. And again, all nicely moulded. Quite a nice canvas cover. There could be a bit extra work in it, a few more shadows and things like that in it. And again, we have the front, we have the upper hull. Which ain't bad for detail really. Seeing about the witness marks on the back end of the turret, the back end of the hull. If you don't mean you have to put them on. Well, you don't have to, I suppose you can throw a tarp over there or something. So again, the gun mount, it's got that nice texture. There's two, then we've got obviously one with the canvas cover, and one with the without the cav. And there's another turret. A couple of bits and bob hatches there. The net for the inside or the outside for where the machine gun goes, I think, or something around that area. The little net was quite nice. I see, nice and thin. Won't be too much of a bollock here to get that off. Not so. If you look at the little part there where I've got my finger, there's actually a casting number there, look, as well, which is a nice touch. I like that. I haven't seen anywhere else. There's cast texture where there's the casting number. Right. Two barrels in here. Presumably one was for the normal M18 and this one's for the Super Hellcat. Two-part barrel. Detail is quite reasonable for the kit, for the edge of it. All the injection marks are on the inside, which you can't really see. Two-part muzzle breaker. I think I've got an old 90mm gun. I think I have. And they're not really expensive to buy one, but detail again is not bad at all. It really isn't. It's not bad at all. You can see the marks on top of the thing where it's quite thin, the plastic, and you can actually see the injector marks through the back. But I don't think they're going to show once you get paint on. I hope they won't. But when you can't that way, they disappear. It's just when they catch the light. So I wouldn't presume it was any problem. There's the rear of the tank destroyer, tank destroyer. Yeah, quite nice. So it's just a bloody witness marks. Nice texture again on there, on the rear. Right, so that's another sprue back, and this one here, another sprue, with two sprues, which contains all the running gear. And these just says Hellcat on this one, so presumably these are just the same for the normal Hellcat. Yeah, 1997 this sprue, so this is a fairly old sprue. But the detail is not bad at all. It really isn't. Sprockets, and again, they're not too bad at all. The bits and pieces, I don't know what they are. Must be I don't know what that is. Is it for the idler wheel? Probably is. And then we've got the main wheels. Yeah, it's better. You can see they're quite nice detail on them. And there's the inside wheels, there's no detail on the back or front of them ones, but you're not going to see them really. So that's not a problem. suspension arms and there. Yep, that's okay, so I'll do with that. There's quite a few sprue plastic in this box. There's a slight interior with it as well, obviously we've been an open top vehicle. This is part of the inside, and again this is 1997, so it's the same as the normal Hellcat. Must be just a turret and the actual the gun, which is slightly different. Yeah, I've got them bloody injection marks in there, look at that. Yeah, there's a few injection marks, but soon get rid of them by putting a bit of putty in there, which is a shame, but we'll get through it. Apart from that, it's got nice detail. Yeah. Nice detail. I'll just pity them injection marks there. Soon get rid of them though. And then on this side, some more of the checkerboard effect again, the inside. There we go, that's part of a transmission there. For the final drive for the sprocket. Again, not too bad at all. Not too bad at all. And then we have some more of the internal stuff. We have the turret ring. At the bottom of the turret basket, I presume. Yeah, M18 Hellcat 1997. And again, the detail isn't bad at all. Not bad at all. Part of the gun breech. And there's some more of the internal flooring. You've got that texture again on these two hatch covers or engine covers or what they're going to be. That's inside. There's the turret ring. I'll tip it around and we'll have a look. Not too bad at all. And there's, I don't know if this is going to be used on the bottom of the turret. I'm not too sure because there was a part there, wasn't there? But we'll have a look at the instructions. Some of the bits and bobs. Now, a couple more. And this looks like it's another gun barrel, another 2 gun barrels, and some more breech and other bits and pieces. So the spares box is going to get filled. Alright, let's have a look. Engine covers. Well, there's a lid for them now and again. Different gun in 2 parts again. Gun mantlets. Sorry, gun. There's a mantlet. Yeah, it's got that nice texture on there again. But depending on which one we're going to use. A bit of the internal breech for the gun. Again. It's really nicely quite detailed as well. As I say, I have no flash anywhere. For a kit of this age, it's really quite nice. There again, we've got that. There's a lid on these things. I can put like a rain cover basically, just to protect them when it's pouring down, I presume, or bad weather. And there's part of the gun breech. And vents, another rear of the tank again. Engine hatch covers, engine top of hull again, so we've got lots of spares. And then again, the gun mantlet again with that nice texture. And then we have 2 more gun barrels as well. So nice, not bad at all, not bad at all. And this one is like the accessories. We've got Pioneer tools, a 50 cal, 30 cal, some baggage, some boxes, some ammo boxes, fuel caps, tow bar, big wrench for the suspension, grab handles, and there again, nicely detailed. They really are. Shackles there, fuel caps, 50 cal isn't too bad. Obviously it's not drilled out at the end, but that's not a problem. The detail isn't too bad on it. But I think I've got a couple of these resin 50 cals. I may try one when I eventually build this kit. God knows when that'll be, but I'll build it at some point. So that's it. And the final bag is the lower tub. Maybe must change the blade. Yeah, the tracks, and a piece of the old string, which I don't throw away, I use for other things. Obviously it's the old melted one on this one, by the looks of it. Yeah. It goes together quite nice. Well, the detail isn't too bad actually. On the outside, there we are. Not bad actually. It's fairly clean, there's no flash on them either. There's no sink marks you can see. Any on the inside? Nope. And there again, they're not basically what they are. They're not too bad actually. Seen a lot worse. They'll be used, I reckon. I'd use them because they're live. You know, the suspension's live, as I say, with same as Sherman's. So we don't need to be have a sag on them. The detail ain't bad. Flash there on the bottom, where the injection marks go. There's the side of the hull, which is nicely detailed again. Let's have a look where we are. There we go. That's not bad detail actually. You can see a lot of this as well. So it'll be good for weathering. Actually see some of the actual lower hull. There's the also the return rollers on the top, and then the bogies on the bottom. A little bit of detail on the sponsons, like the shells. I'll probably file them off actually. And I've got some 90mm shells I think somewhere I'll be able to use, but they're not too bad. Bit flat now. I know you're only looking down on them, but we shall see. At the bottom, it's got a hole in the bottom, presumably, maybe you know what that's for, but we'll find out. So that's the plastic. So we'll have a look at the instructions, see what they're like. That should be straightforward, I would think. I wouldn't have thought it'd be a difficult kit to build. So, also the decals are from Cartograph, like you said on the box. Fair enough, there's not a lot of them, but what there is doesn't look too bad at all actually. Super Hellcat, Academy Europe 2005, printed by Cartograph, made in Italy. So that's all there is, all you need I suppose. No star on them like you said on the front, but I'm sure I've got some, in fact I've got the stencils, so I'll be able to use the stencils if I decide to go that way. Right, it's all in, you know, the success of the 90mm gun used by the US tank destroyers led the army to mount a turret from the M36 onto the M18 chassis. This was done with minor modifications, resulting in a high-speed vehicle with a powerful gun, including the chance to replace the obsolete 76 weapons. The project started in June 1945 in Aberdeen, Maryland. That's quite late. Later plans included fitting wider tracks, but the Super Hellcat would have been ready for action without. Only the surrender of Japan in 1945 stopped the project, so it never actually got into the battlefield. But that doesn't matter. So I get the usual fare, but this I think it looks like it's been printed and stapled together. And again, you know, fairly straightforward instructions. There we are. All nicely laid out, not too busy. Starting off with the is it the transmission? Yeah. And then onto the lower hull. The wheels, obviously you don't put them on at that time, but you can do all the other bits and pieces on it, so that's not too bad. So we've got it. And again, we start on with the upper hull again. Starting on that, only don't put the toolbar, I don't put on the tools yet, I'll do that later on. Some of the bits and pieces on the top of the hull, and it's saying you can put the mount the top of the hull to a lower hull, and then put the tracks on. But I won't be doing that at that time either, only keep it separate until I need to put it together. And then we got the side muck guards, sorry, I've totally went blind. on there, and then we're starting off with the gun breech and other bits and pieces inside there, inside the turret ring. Putting it into as the one I thought it would be the half basket. So the other one is slightly different. Gives you the option on a 2 shoe, and there's the starting off again with the upper hull. I was loaded the hull with the weapon storage, and there we go, weapon storage in there, and a few other little bits and pieces. Fairly straightforward kit, a lot of plastic, but most of it isn't used by the looks of it. Gun breech, mantlet is the cast mantlet, so the canvas one isn't used, but I suppose you could use it if you really wanted to, as it there's only obviously a couple built. But there again, fairly straightforward, not a difficult kit to build, just a lot of clean up probably. Bit of detail in the turret, but it was enough to see what you need. It's a 2-part barrel, a 2-part muzzle brake, 50 cal, some little bits and pieces, and there you put the side skirts on, and that's it. I think that's the build. You got the sprue map on the back, and a couple of old Academy Europe kits which I've never seen. That the IDF Achilles, that's an old kit, I've never seen that. I'll have to look out for that. And the M19 M39 AUV, which I've never seen. The resin parts, and a van there, 172 US Navy cargo truck, if anybody likes the old. And then we've got, as I've said there, buy extra track, 135 M3 M4 US medium tank 5 flexible vinyl track set. Again, never seen that either. That's a bit different, eh? A bit different. So that's about it really. The colour call out is for olive grun and medium green. And there's other bits and pieces as you go on along. It gives you the colours. A bit different. I'll have to see if I can find a few pictures of it to work from. You can see it's got quite a lengthy barrel on there. If you look at the actual, probably the barrel is almost the length of the tank. Destroyer. Yeah, I nearly got it wrong. So yeah, decals. I won't tell you where I put the decals. Yeah, but not bad old kit. So that's about it really. I'm saying hopefully get back onto my Tiger before I make tea. It's going together nicely. I've actually got the tracks on now. I'm deciding how to weather the wheels. I've done a few options with the spare wheels I've got, letting them dry to see which one I like the best. The upper hull is complete now. I've done the fuel stains, and the little bits and pieces on top of there. So it's basically weathering the wheels to do, yeah, and the side skirts, and finally the canvas, the tarps along the side, and the crew figures, and that's it. I may do a diorama as I'm working along with my striker build for the Heroes of the Hour Group build. I'll probably make a little diorama for the Tiger. So that's about it. That's it. I'd like to thank you all very much again for viewing this, and more subscribers again. I must say I'm really quite chuffed with myself. I'm getting a few, you know, progressively getting more and more each day. So thank you very much, and I hope you you stay. Right, so this is Greg saying, oh no, I'll say tomorrow is a big day for me. I'm allowed to go out once a day at the moment, so I can't wait. I've been in the house almost 10 weeks without going outside. It's really getting to me now, but thank God I've got this hobby. So all stay safe, keep well, and we'll see you with a final reveal of the actual Tiger, and we'll build a dior separately. So this is Greg signing off, and we'll catch you very, very soon.